All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of To the Max Outdoors. Here we are. It's the 1st of February, first part of February, I should say. Turkey season's on my mind. I'm sure turkey season's on a lot of your minds too. Here we go. We're bringing it back. Viper ammunition. We're doing some more testing for them. We're going to shoot pretty much every standard load that they got this year. Now I want to get this out here right now. If you go to Viper Ammunition on Facebook, everything he advertises is a standard load this year. Those standard loads are what's going to be available. So we're going to start off with a 410. I have my little Savage Stevens 301 410. And I'm going to start off with shooting a 3-inch 410 shell with a 13/16 ounce load of 9.5s, traveling right around 1,100 feet a second. This is the standard 410 load this year for Viper Ammunition. I've been shooting this load and I love it. If you watched me last year, I'll try to clip that video in here. I took a bird with 10 shot, a 1-ounce load of 10 shot last year with this gun, and I was super happy with it. This year here, I'm going to try to bring a 13/16 ounce load of 9.5s to video this year. Now, the gun that we're shooting, like I said, it's a Savage Stevens 301 410 single shot. I did upgrade this year. This has a Vortex Venom 3 MOA. I went with a 3 MOA because I have some astigmatism, and the finer the dot that I can get, the better off I am. Anybody that shot these guns with tungsten know that they shoot really tight patterns, so it's important to hold as fine bead as possible. Now, I also upgraded this gun here. We are now shooting a 385 Indian Creek out of this gun. The stock choke was in this gun, was absolutely phenomenal, out to 25-30 yards. Then once you got past that 30-35 window, it started to open up and throwing a bunch of flyers. So I spent a little bit of money, bought the Indian Creek. Highly recommend it. This Savage 301, this Indian Creek 385, this Vortex Venom, and this Viper tungsten, unbelievable setup. Absolutely phenomenal setup. Now what we're going to do is I have a target set up. Down here at 40 yards. That's what we're going to be standard on this year. We're going to shoot everything at 40 yards. That's what everybody wants to see. That's the most comments I get. We want to see a 40-yard pattern. Well, here we go. I personally like to get them in closer, but we're going to show everybody 40-yard targets. Now, I'm going to apologize offhand. I do have a camera on the target down there. I bought what I thought was reactive sights off of Temu, and they are not. But for this video, before I can get some in, because nobody local to me carries the Birchwood Casey shooting Cs, I do have some on order, and they will be in the rest of the videos. But for today, if I get this opened up, what we have is just a standard 12x12 rifle sight-in target. Now on that target at 40 yards, I have an 8-inch, what's supposed to be a reactive target, in the center of that. And what I'm focusing on today is I'm focusing on how many BBs can we keep inside that 12x12 target, and more specifically, how many can we get on that 8-inch circle. So here we go. As you've seen there, I already loaded the gun, 40 yards with a camera on it. I'm gonna get myself situated. We're gonna throw some tungsten downrange. Probably should put my earplugs in. It's cold out here. Earplugs don't want to work. My hands are cold. All right, here we go. Well, the shot felt really good. So there again, I don't have shooting Cs, so I can't see, but shot felt really good. This Vortex Venom with that 3 MOA in it is phenomenal. I mean, I can fine tune. With a 5 MOA, you kind of cover up everything at 40 yards. This 3 MOA on the lightest, the dimmest, lightest setting possible, I can fine tune that orange. These targets have an orange dot in the center of them. That 3 MOA, I can fine tune that, and I cut that orange right out of there, and that's exactly where I was holding. I do have this gun dialed in to the core of this pattern. Not necessarily to the center of it, to the core of it. I know that probably doesn't make sense to some people, but that's how I sight them in. I shoot the pattern, get the core, and then I sight into the core because that's your deadliest spot in my mind. So I'll catch up with you down here. Oh boy. All right, here we are. We're at the 40-yard target. That is absolutely fantastic. As I told you, this is a 12 by 12 square right here. We have a few flyers to the left side, five below it, 4. Got 16 to the right side of the target. 24 above it. That is absolutely outstanding. This is a pallet liner, what it is. That is outstanding that we have the majority of that pattern. As you can see here, the majority of that pattern stayed in here on this 12 by 12 ring, and I'm really excited about the pellet count inside of here. When we do the final follow-up there at the bench, I'll count them and tell you, but I just want you to see that right there. That's 40 yards. My core was a little bit up and to the left of the dot. I was cutting that yellow, or I was cutting that orange circle out of there. I got about an inch left and high. So other than that, I'm happy. I guarantee you that's a dead turkey. So stay tuned. I'm gonna catch up with you on the bench. All right, everyone, we're gonna wrap this video up here and make it short and sweet. Again, I'm impressed. Viper ammunition, 410, 3-inch, 13/16 ounce load of 9.5 tungsten shot. Absolutely freaking amazing. It gets a standard load this year for Viper. Now, what I did was I come back here to the bench, and as you can see here on my target, I counted everything inside this 12 by 12 square, excluding this 8-inch circle, and I come up with 167 pellets. I counted everything for the best I can inside this 8-inch circle right here, and I come up with 108 shots inside this 8-inch circle. Now there again, that's all at 40 yards. That was all at 40 yards with this Savage Stevens 301, Vortex Venom 3 MOA, and an Indian Creek 385 choke. Everything at 40 yards. That's standard this year. Standard 13/16 ounce load of 9.5. Standard shot this year for Viper ammunition. Do some quick math on the internet. Find out what a 9.5 tungsten weighs. I'm going to tell you that I counted for 275 shots. Now that's me counting. I probably missed some, or may have added more here, missed there. It's not 100% accurate, but I counted for 275 shots inside a 12 by 12 square. That's at 40 yards. That is unbelievable to me. That is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I told you last year this was probably my favorite turkey gun anymore. I'm huge on sub-bore stuff, 410s, 28s. I absolutely love it. If I can put a pattern like that at a turkey at 40 yards, it's lights out. I absolutely enjoy that. Do the math, figure it out. I'm going to tell you, because it's not proprietary knowledge, but there's roughly around 355 pellets in a 13/16 ounce load, and I just accounted for 275 of them in a 12 by 12 square. That's amazing. Guys, these are cheap guns. Yes, the ammo is more expensive, but I don't understand. I mean, that's absolutely amazing what this sub-bore stuff in tungsten has done together, and somebody that takes the time to perfect a hand load. I'm going to call it a hand load. They're all custom because they're tungsten, but that's standard load for him this year. So I thank you for watching To The Max Outdoors.